Victims of human sex trafficking are now going after the Colorado hotels where they claim they were victimized. They're suing them for negligence. According to the federal lawsuit in 2022, a woman claims she was repeatedly forced to sell her body in rooms of this Motel 6 in Fort Collins. The victims say the hotels failed to see the signs of human trafficking and didn't stop it. Under the Trafficking Victims Protection Reauthorization Act, a hotel can be forced to pay a victim monetary damages. Victims must prove a hotel failed to train staff to help stop human trafficking or turned a blind eye to it.
I think that if you're not training your staff to know what's happening, I think that's negligent, because a lot of human trafficking happens in hotels.
Our investigative reporter Jeremy Hohola visited the lobby of the Motel 6, left messages for the owners, and contacted the corporate offices. No response yet. The attorney representing this victim also represents another victim who filed a lawsuit against a hotel in Colorado Springs.
This morning, we are learning how much Mayor Mike Johnston's plans to combat homelessness are going to cost Denver. After a little digging, we learned that the city of Denver plans to spend around $155 million on Mayor Mike Johnston's House 1000 and All-In Mile High homeless initiatives between July of last year and the end of this year. That's about $65 million more than what Mayor Johnston told the public that it would cost during two different press conferences last year.
This total cost is about $48 million. And we've laid out a $39 million budget.
More than $100 million will be spent on expenses for hotels that have been bought or leased and converted into shelters. More than $35 million will go toward building and running micro communities around the city, and another $14 million will be spent on miscellaneous expenses like programs to put people in permanent housing. The mayor's office asked council for another $17 million for costs that they said were unexpected and not part of the original budget. That includes things like repairs to the hotels that were more expensive than anticipated.
Most election workers are senior citizens, and this election season, Adams County is hoping to diversify that crowd. And to do that, the county is expanding its high school deputy registrar program. It helps students pre-register to vote while also recruiting them as election workers. The county is also increasing pay for election workers. Adams County has to hire up to 600 for the general election, so they're really hoping to get a diverse group to apply and ultimately take those jobs.
Colorado is set to become the first state in the U.S. to guarantee voting access for inmates who are eligible to vote. A new law will require county jails to provide mail ballot drop boxes and in-person voting options. It's a program that's already well underway in Denver, where the sheriff's office has provided in-person voting hours for the past 8 years. Inmates at the downtown detention center cast their ballots yesterday, and they're going to do the same at Denver County Jail tomorrow. We should note that this is not an expansion of voting rights for convicted felons. Colorado allows people in jail awaiting trial on felony charges the right to vote. And we are now less than a week from primary election day here in Colorado. At this point, it is too late to mail in your ballot, so drop it off in a ballot box or vote in person. Then join our team next Tuesday, June 25th. We're going to have live coverage starting when the polls close at 7 o'clock all the way through 10:30 right here on 9 News. The U.S. State Department has approved a multi-million-dollar arms sale to Taiwan. The sale includes drones and missiles that are worth a little more than $360 million combined. Taiwan officials say that this is the Biden administration's 15th weapons sale to the island since 2021.
A U.S. soldier detained in Russia has been sentenced for theft and threatening murder. According to Russian state news, U.S. Staff Sergeant Gordon Black has been sentenced to nearly 4 years in a Russian prison. Russian authorities arrested Black last month. He had traveled to Russia to visit a woman believed to be his girlfriend. Black was accused of stealing a little more than $100 from her.
And one thing I want to know about the weather, we're going to see some showers and thunderstorms along the eastern plains. Already, we're starting to see them develop right here, and they're just going to spread along the front range. And with that, some showers and thunderstorms. Generally not severe until you get to the southeast. There you might see a severe weather storm or two later on today. But look at these highs on the cool side. Only in the 60s and 70s for highs today, when the normal high should be 84 degrees. Chance for a late day shower or thunderstorm.
Ed, thank you. Right now, a look at your drive right now as far as what we look like on the map. A couple spots getting a little bit colorful, but I would say overall we're seeing a minor slowdowns, at least at this time of the morning. Usually they're a little bit more extreme. Westbound 76 travel into Commerce City only slowing by about 5 minutes. As far as 270 goes, we are seeing the red light on that westbound side. You're up to an 11-minute commute time, and then that eastbound side approaching York, we've got some stop and go as well.
It is now 6:37, and today is Juneteenth. It's a day to commemorate the end of slavery in the U.S. The day celebrates June 19th, 1865, when the last enslaved people in Texas learned that they were free, 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation. Congress passed legislation in 2021 making June 19th a federal holiday. There are many events and celebrations going on across our state. 9 News reporter Brianna Clark joins us from Pioneer Park in Commerce City. Brianna, this is the city's second year celebrating Juneteenth.
Yeah, it is, and they're working to make it better than last year. We're actually seeing crews out right now with the city. They're working to power wash these pavilions, get this area ready for folks to come and celebrate tonight. So picture this. Hundreds of people gathering right here at Pioneer Park, eating good barbecue, sharing great stories, getting their faces painted, going in the bouncy house, just enjoying each other's company on this holiday. The city kicked off this week by replacing the Commerce City flag with the Juneteenth flag in front of the Civic Center. Last year, during the first year of the event, a couple hundred people showed up. City leaders say Juneteenth is a celebration of progress and what's to come.
While you may not be Black, or while you may not have the same level of appreciation of the pain and the purpose, it doesn't mean that you can't come, support, be an advocate, be a vocal leader in support of the community, and hoping that the Juneteenth celebration, the day, is an opportunity for people of all colors to come together and to continue to move us forward.
That was Jason Rogers. He is the first Black city manager for Commerce City. He is one of many who helped make this event possible today. So you are invited to Commerce City's Juneteenth celebration. It's happening right here at Pioneer Park from 5 to 7. It will be in between the pool and the ballpark. So make sure you come and join. We'll have more details for you guys coming up in about an hour. Live in Commerce City, Brianna Clark, 9 News.
And incredibly important to remember why we have this holiday. All right, Brianna, thank you.
And the National Park Service is waiving entry fees at all national parks today in honor of Juneteenth. So here in Colorado, there are 4 national parks. You can get free entry to Rocky Mountain, Mesa Verde, Great Sand Dunes, and Black Canyon at the Gunnison, though you might still have to pay to park, camp, or fish.